here, and I am with Scott Snyder, one of the creators of the Eisner-winning American Vampires. Thank you very much for talking with us.
Oh, thank you guys. Comic Impact has been awesome to us from day one, so thank you. You've been so supportive. I really appreciate it.
It's a great book.
Thanks. We're really over the moon about the Eisner and everything like that, and thank you to everybody reading us. We really appreciate it.
Well, JT Kroll actually had a quote that he wanted me to tell you. He said to let you know, he said, and I quote, he's a lucky fucker.
I am. I believe me, like I feel like I must have murdered somebody in a past life and like sold them to the devil so that I have all this luck now to be able to work with these artists, to be able to work on these projects I love. I am the luckiest guy in the room, always. I promise. I know it. You can tell that, JT. I know. I am very lucky. I'm lucky, and lucky you're my friend, too.
Hear that, JT? He likes you, too. Don't worry.
JT is, by the way, JT is one of the few writers I know who actually looks like a superhero. He looks like a he's like this really handsome, giant dude. I'm married. I'm like, you know, I feel totally comfortable in my masculinity to be like, he is this super handsome, like, dude that just looks like he's writing about himself when he writes superhero books.
I agree. JT, very, very tall. Very tall. I love standing next to him. I feel like a little hobbit.
I know, me too. I'm like ready to get barefoot.
So, last night at the panel, you gave us some insights on what are to come, and one of the things was we were going to see the 50s era with a rockabilly Van Helsing kind of character, right?
Yeah, it's one of the characters I'm just proudest of. I can't wait to do him. He's sort of like our version of Van Helsing, where he's like a 1950s rockabilly Van Helsing. He's a character with a secret history that ties into the cycle that we did in the 1930s in Las Vegas. I won't tell you what it is, but he has his own very twisted history with vampires, and he basically keeps a case with teeth. This part I didn't say. This is a spoiler. Spoiler alert. He like keeps a case with teeth, and the teeth are made of the different materials that kill the most common vampires. And after he like shoots up vampires and almost has them dead, he puts in the teeth that basically are made of the material that'll burn through their skin, and he rips their throat out because he wants to bite them back because he hates them so much because of what they did to him. He's like insane. He's so excited about him and so proud. It's really like crazy rockabilly Elvis Van Helsing.
Well, speaking of Elvis, we heard that you have 2 Elvis tattoos, correct?
I do. I have young Elvis and old Elvis. So, but no, not mature Elvis, not old Elvis. So I am a huge Elvis fan. So you can imagine the 1950s is something that we've been dying to get to. Me and Rafael both trade rockabilly music all the time. We're both big fans of like hot rods and all that kind of stuff. So the 50s is going to be, the whole thing is going to be framed by a totally insane car chase, a car race between 2 hot rods. I won't tell you who's in those cars, but it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. And also, on the flip side of that, we're gonna see the Indian War.
Yeah, well, that's before the 50s. Right now we're on issue 17. We're very excited. We're about to do the biggest showdown between Pearl and Skinner we've ever done. There's going to be a big, shocking twist coming in 18 and 17 between them. And then 19, 20, and 21 are going to be drawn by the legendary Jordi Bernay, Western. He does a lot of Jonah Hex. He's like a legend. And he's doing an arc that really focuses on the Indian Wars and the secret history between Jim Book, the man who brought down Skinner Sweet, and Skinner Sweet before he was a vampire. So we wanted to show you whether or not he was sort of as badass as he is as a vampire before he was a vampire, and reveal to you the way in which these 2 guys who become mortal enemies, like a sort of Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, really were best friends at one time. And so we're very excited, and it reveals a very, very ancient species of vampire that might or might not be even an earlier American vampire than the one we've ever seen. So very, very excited about it.
I'm very excited to see what's coming up. This is by far one of the best books monthly that there is out there. I am excited every single month to have it in my bag.
Thanks, Christina. I mean, we're really, I love what I'm doing in the DCU. I'm so excited about it, but American Vampire is my heart and soul. Mark, our editor, Dave, McKeag, Sean Murphy and Dave Stewart on the miniseries, and Raphael, my co-creator and one of my best friends in the world. Like, I just love coming home to American Vampire all the time. There's endless excitement and energy from us, the creators on the book, I promise. There's nothing we'd rather be writing and drawing and editing and all that stuff. So it means the world that other people like us too, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Another small little thing for anyone that did not go to the panel, there was talk of a possibility that you could get or talk Jeff Lemire into drawing a mini-series with you and maybe do a crossover event if you can get you guys to maybe, how do we get that to happen basically is what I'm asking.
Well, we have a kind of a full-blown bromance going on where we're rooming together here, and he is like my best friend in comics pretty much. I love Jeff, I love Sweet Tooth. If you're not reading Sweet Tooth, you have to pick it up. It's one of the best series in the world. And we'd be honored to have Jeff. And yeah, we started talking about it in all seriousness, doing an issue or two where Jeff gets to draw American Vampire and Rafael draws Sweet Tooth, and we switch it around and do series that we really do sort of be able to bring new artistic vision to each book for a couple issues, and I'd be honored to have Jeff on at any time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, and congratulations on the Eisner. You guys really deserve it.
Thanks so much, and thanks Comic Impact. You guys are awesome, and thanks to everybody that reads us. Really appreciate it.
Hey, Comic Impact, Christina here, and I am with the second co-creator of the Eisner Award-winning American Vampire, Rafael Albuquerque. Thank you for talking with us today.
Thank you.
How was the awards? Getting the award for you?
It was surprising first, but it's been very, very cool. We are seeing a lot of people coming to the booth to talk about it and getting into the series. So. It's amazing, you know.
It's beautiful. I mean, one of the first things that drew me to the book was the fact that you open, before you even open the page, you see the cover and it's gorgeous. I mean, really, your artwork is amazing.
Thank you very much.
Was there a lot of input from Scott on how he wanted them created, or did he give you a more free reign?
Yeah, we actually talk about it. So everything is created really together, and. So my part's more like creating the visual aspects of the series, and he brings all the psychological part of the characters and everything, and then I try to translate it for graphics, So that's what we are trying to do. I think that's why it's really working well, because we have this respect and this good connection. Also, Mark Doyle, our editor, is very important on it too. So. I think it's a very good teamwork.
It really shows. You guys have a great chemistry together. At the panel the other day, Jeff Lemire came up and asked a question, and I was wondering if you've given any more thought to writing a possible, or drawing a possible Sweet Tooth book with him.
Yeah, we are talking about it. We wanted to. Honestly, we still don't know what we are going to do. But everybody seems to be very interested on it and do like a switch art duties. So I think it's gonna be fun. I love Sweet Tooth. I love Jeff, and I know he loves American Vampires as well. So why not, right?
Is there a character that you enjoy drawing more than the other ones, or is it kind of like it varies from storyline to storyline?
Yeah, it's pretty much more. For the storyline, I like, they are like my babies, so I like to drop them all. But definitely Skinner is a favorite. I like Hobbs a lot too, so.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us, and congratulations on the Eisner.